We're going to call this one Eat Like a Baby. So if you're a parent or you've ever taken care of babies, you know one thing is for sure. They start with the simplest diet on earth, right? Their mother's milk. If the mother can't produce enough milk, they have formula as a supplement, or maybe they just only have formula. But they're basically consuming one thing per day for the first 4 months or so of their life. Then they start getting introduced pureed baby food. You'll give them the little pureed apples, and you go, "Oh, baby, take the food." And they giggle and blah blah blah. And they eat the food, and then you introduce other foods like bananas and pears and ground pureed chicken, beef, eggs, turkey, etc. Then at 6 to 8 months, they start getting a new one like carrots, peaches, mango, etc. Then 8 months, maybe blueberries and papaya or etc. And then 10 months, maybe strawberries. They start the cow's milk around a year. So the premise of this is they're eating a very easy to digest diet of real foods. They're just eating real foods. Now, by the time you hit 35 and beyond, you will probably notice that you eat certain foods that you used to eat all the time and they start getting problems. You get gastrointestinal problems. You get headaches. You get migraines. You get sinus issues. You get skin issues because your body is saying, no, I have a problem with this food. So oftentimes you can't figure out what foods are actually causing you the problem because you're eating this diverse diet of lots of foods. So one, you can take a food sensitivity test. There's blood tests, there's hair samples, you can go online. I did one a while ago. It showed up egg whites, egg yolks, dairy, celery, and cashews were my biggest sensitivities. Eggs are horrible for me. I can't have eggs. But you can also do an elimination diet. Say you suspect gluten is a problem. You cut out all gluten, all grains for like a week. Then you start reintroducing one version at a time, see how you react. Keep a diary, write it down. Maybe you think dairy is the problem. You cut out all dairy. A week later, you start with some Greek yogurt. You start with some kefir, something basic like that, and you start reintroducing things. You do this until you figure out what the trigger foods are so that you can adapt and overcome and probably eliminate them and move on because there's plenty of other real foods out there. As long as you're hitting your protein, you're getting your essential fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals, you will survive. So listen to this very basic baby-like advice, and that's where you want to